are not familiar with a LinkedIn profile banner, let me go ahead and give you a quick overview so that you know what it is. So your LinkedIn profile banner is an image or a graphic that goes behind your profile picture on your LinkedIn profile. And the LinkedIn profile banner does tend to be one of the main things that someone notices or that they see when they take a look at your profile. So you have your profile photo, you have the banner, you have your headline, and then you have like an about summary. And those are the core things that matter most on your profile because it's typically what people see the first time that they click on the profile, or if they're even hovering over your profile link. In the same way that you should not have your profile picture blank or your headline blank or your about summary blank, you should not have your LinkedIn profile banner image blank. If you have not created an image or if you have not uploaded an image, chances are it's probably a generic graphic photo that LinkedIn assigns to your profile if you don't have anything specially created for it. Not having a LinkedIn profile banner image can impact your ability to have an all-star LinkedIn profile rating, which is what you want. You don't want beginner, you don't want intermediate, and you definitely don't want anything that is not all-star. So you have to have all aspects of your profile completed, and your LinkedIn banner image is a part of that. And there are so many different ways that you can utilize this graphic. So if you're an entrepreneur, this is a great way to maybe display or communicate the other channels that you are on. Maybe you're on Instagram, maybe you're on YouTube, maybe you want to go ahead and put your website on there for people to fill out a form to work with you for new clients. And if you're a job seeker, you can include your contact information on there. You can have a branding statement on there and a few other things. So there are so many different ways that you can take advantage of having this banner profile image, but a lot of people don't. And so if you don't have a banner profile image, or you have a current one and maybe you're looking to optimize it, this video is for you. So without further ado, here are 5 LinkedIn banner image ideas for you. Number 1 is your company logo. So if you're super proud of the company that you work for, if it's a top company, or if you just love where you work, you can simply have your LinkedIn profile banner picture or your banner image just be the PNG or the JP version of your company's logo. All you have to do is download the logo and upload it into LinkedIn, into that little banner space, and format it appropriately so that it looks nice. The second option is a nice graphic or a really polished stock image. So when you're thinking of a graphic or you're thinking of a stock image, it can be a couple of different things. You can have an image or a graphic that is a pattern, that has lines, that has a nice design on it, or maybe even circles or bubbles or squares or shapes or anything like that. But a graphic or a stock image is not something that should have people in it. And if you need ideas on where to find a stock image or a graphic, you can use Canva, you can use Shutterstock, you can also use Etsy, and you can also use Adobe Stock as well. Number 3 can be a picture or a photo that is related to your field or your industry or your line of work. So if you're in construction, maybe you choose a stock image or a picture that has a bunch of hard hats lined up on a desk. If you are an administrative assistant, maybe you have an image uploaded of a really pretty desk with like a coffee mug and a matching notebook and pen and an inspirational message on it. If you are in marketing, maybe you have a really nice cool image of the sales funnel or of the different social media images or social media icons if you're in social media marketing. If you're in healthcare, maybe you have a background LinkedIn banner that has like this really cool graphic of patient charts, not real patient charts because I know that's a HIPAA violation, but like a stock image that has patient charts or a stethoscope or something like that. Anything that is simple, appealing, and related to your field so that when people come to your profile and they look at that banner at a glance, they can tell or have an idea of the field that you're in and what it is that you do. Number 4 is a specially created graphic or image. So maybe you download a stock image that you find on Adobe Stock or in Canva and you add some text to it or you add some different elements to it that spice it up and add a little bit more zhuzh or some pizzazz to it. For my LinkedIn profile banner, that one is actually an especially created graphic because I included a branding statement on it. I have my contact information on it. I have my website link on it. And then I have my social media handles on it. And you can find a graphic or an image and easily add some text to it to spice it up or customize it by popping it in Canva or using Photoshop if you know the software. And the last thing on this list is you can hire a graphic designer or someone who specializes in graphic design to create a customized LinkedIn banner for you that maybe incorporates all of the elements on this list. So maybe you give them a stock image to work with and you tell them, hey, I want my contact information on there. Maybe I want my email, my phone number where recruiters can get in contact with me. Maybe you have a personally branded website and you want to have that link on there. You can give them that information and they can create something custom for you, especially if design is not your strength. And if you're not sure where to find a graphic designer, you can check out Upwork, Fiverr, heck, Instagram. You can do a quick hashtag search. You can also use LinkedIn to find graphic designers as well. And here are some examples of like some of the banners that I've done for my clients. So this is Autumn. And this was, I remember who this is for, but I didn't have her name on here because she didn't want it on here. But this is what we chose for her, or what we created for her. So this is a stock image that we selected. She was in career services, and then we just added the text to it. This was for someone who was in supply chain and logistics. We chose this image of kind of like a stock room or an inventory room that has supplies, something that was related to what she does. And then we had her, you know, her title here and kind of like those key skills that people were looking for on her LinkedIn. This was for another person, Brianna. She's in human resources, entry level, really great to work with. We chose this image, you know, kind of like that desk image example that I gave in the video. This is what we selected for her because she's an HR coordinator. She liked this cute little plant. She's a plant person, so we put that in there. And then we, you know, added her name, added those 3 key skills, and then her title as well. This is for Chandra, the client that I mentioned that loves Chicago. She works for the city. She's like diehard Chicagoan. And we selected this image for her, added her branding statement here, added, you know, those key skills, her key specialties, and of course, her name. And we gave her several different ones, again, with the Chicago skyline there as well. And here is an example of a banner that I did for a past client. So Tyrone is actually, he works for ComEd. He's been there for quite some time, and he is kind of like on the electrical engineering side of things. So he's out in the field, he's construction, he's like outside operations. And so we had picked this image with like a hard hat for him and then customized it so that we still had his contact information on there, his branding statement. So we have that image and it's related to his field, but then we also have his information. And this is a way that you can take a graphic or an image and make it custom. So those are some super easy peasy LinkedIn banner designs for you to upload to your LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have a LinkedIn banner, if that LinkedIn banner section is blank, if you have nothing there, if it's a generic image, now is the time for you to change that with one of the ideas that I talked about in this video. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and give me a like down below, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you need assistance with your LinkedIn profile, maybe it's rewriting it or just overhauling it because it's been some time since you've touched it, feel free to reach out to me. I do specialize in revamping LinkedIn profiles and creating LinkedIn profiles along with resumes. You can email me directly at hello@thompsonresumes.com. You can also visit my website at www.thompsonresumes.com. If you are on LinkedIn, feel free to connect with me. My profile name is Tamika Thompson. Feel free to follow me on Instagram as well. My Instagram handle is @_Mika Thompson, and feel free to subscribe to my Career Tea e-newsletter list where I do share weekly tips and hacks related to resumes, LinkedIn, job search, and career tips, the same as my YouTube channel. And if you're on my email list, you will be notified as soon as new YouTube videos drop. Thank you guys again so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end of this video, and I will see you guys next week with another helpful video. Bye, you guys.